Stop scrolling right now because what you're about to hear is not just another news story about war. It's a hidden financial reality that most people never see. And once you understand it, you will never look at global conflicts the same way again. Because while headlines scream about missiles, retaliation, and geopolitical tension between Israel and Iran, there is another battlefield operating silently behind the scenes. A battlefield where money moves faster than bullets, where billionaires, governments, and powerful institutions position themselves to win no matter who loses on the ground. And the truth is simple but uncomfortable. Every war creates fear, and fear creates opportunity. And in this Israel-Iran conflict, that opportunity is measured not in lives but in trillions of dollars flowing through global markets. Because the moment tensions rise in the Middle East, oil prices react instantly. And oil is not just fuel, it is the backbone of the global economy. It powers transportation, industries, supply chains. And when oil prices spike, everything becomes more expensive, from the gas you put in your car to the food on your table. And that is where the hidden financial game begins. Because while the average person struggles with rising prices, large investors and institutions are already positioned to profit from this volatility. They anticipate the fear, they predict the reaction, and they move their money before the world even realizes what's happening. And this is why every major conflict is also a financial event. Because markets do not run on emotions, they run on expectations. And the Israel-Iran tension creates uncertainty, and uncertainty is one of the most profitable conditions in the financial world. Because when people panic, markets swing. And when markets swing, money is made. And while you are watching the news trying to understand what's happening, hedge funds and institutional investors are analyzing data, tracking oil supply routes, monitoring government responses, and placing billion-dollar bets on what will happen next. And here's the part that most people never realize. The same war that creates economic pain for millions can create massive wealth for a small group of people who understand how the system works. Because rising oil prices can boost energy stocks. Defense companies see increased demand. Commodities become more valuable, and even currencies shift based on geopolitical strength. And all of this creates a chain reaction across global markets. And the people who are prepared for it are the ones who benefit the most. And this is why the conflict is not just about politics or territory. It's about power. And power in today's world is deeply connected to money, because controlling resources, influencing markets, and managing global narratives all translate into financial dominance. And if you look closely, you'll notice a pattern that repeats itself in every major conflict. Fear rises, markets react, wealth shifts, and the gap between the rich and the poor gets wider, because those with knowledge and access move first, while everyone else reacts later. And this delay is exactly where the system extracts value from the majority, because by the time the average person understands what's happening, the biggest financial moves have already been made. And this is why awareness is your greatest weapon in this hidden game, because once you start seeing the connection between global events and financial markets, you begin to understand how money really flows in the world. And you realize that wars are not just fought with weapons, they are also fought with capital, influence, and strategic positioning. And this doesn't mean you need to become a financial expert overnight, but it does mean you need to start paying attention to the bigger picture, because every headline, every conflict, every geopolitical shift has a financial layer beneath it, and that layer is where the real game is played. And the people who learn to see it are the ones who can protect themselves and even find opportunities in the chaos. Because the truth is, the system is not designed to make everyone rich. It is designed to reward those who understand it. And right now, as tensions between Israel and Iran continue to shape global conversations, the financial world is already moving, adapting, and positioning for what comes next. And the question you need to ask yourself is simple. Are you just watching the war, or are you starting to understand the money behind it? Because the difference between those two mindsets can completely change your financial future. And this is your wake-up call to stop being just a spectator and start thinking like someone who sees the hidden patterns. Because once you do, you will never look at the world the same way again. And more importantly, you will never let yourself be on the losing side of this invisible financial game.